You're inside the Power Hour, blazing old school hip hop and R&B. I'm your host, DJ Larry Jones, aka Mr. Important. If you don't know me, you don't know anybody. Now, like I said before, you never know who's going to call into the show. And I have a special guest on the line, Mr. Matt Jordan from Atlanta Housewives. Matt, what's going on, brother?
Yo, what's going on, man? How are you?
Hey, man, it's all good, man. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for calling in. It's a pleasure, bro.
Word, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Now, you know what? You're originally from what? Syracuse, New York, right?
Yeah, man. 315 upstate, stand up.
Yeah, man. Now, what was your life like coming up in Syracuse?
Interesting. Interesting. I came up. I'm 30 years old, so I was coming up in the like high school time or whatever. It was like, the early 2000s or whatever, late 90s and all that. It was a little rough out there. I'm from the South Side. It was a little rough, but it was cool. I played sports, a middle class family, both parents at home, standard, it really wasn't nothing too crazy. It didn't kick up until, after that, college and the military and all the other places I've lived, it really kicked up after that point. But it was a pretty standard upbringing. It was all good.
Right. So you were in the military, or was you?
Yeah, man. 6 years. I was in the Navy. Navy corpsman. I'm a medical corpsman. Marine Force.
Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. A lot of people don't, man. Y'all got one dimension of me. I appreciate you for taking the time to pull up, and actually dissect the other dimensions. But yeah, I did 6 years in the Navy.
Wow. And you know what? I'm asking you these questions, man, because I want people to know who you are, as opposed of, what they have probably seen in the media, or, you know what I mean, internet or whatever. Yeah. I want them to know who Matt Jordan is as a person.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. I appreciate that. I need that love.
Yeah, man. Now fast forward. Atlanta Housewives. How did that whole thing come about for you?
Oh, man. Saw a pretty chocolate chick in the gym and try to shoot my shot, pull up, try to say what's up, let me get your phone number or whatever, spit my little game. And shortly after, somebody told me who exactly the young lady was, and I went, oh man, I didn't even know that. And we ended up talking after that, and then you got the next 2 years of my life played out on TV.
Right. So it was 2 seasons you was on there, right?
Yeah, man. 8 and 9. Yep.
Right. Now, anybody who's a fan of the show or watched the show knows that you guys went through some drama, which I'm not going to talk about, only if you're willing to talk about it. I mean, I know you probably get tired of discussing that, but if you want to, the floor is yours, brother.
I've been quiet for a long time.
I know.
Going on almost a year. Word, I've been low. I'm at peace with the situation. It took me a while to actually lay it to rest and just, be over it. I'm at peace with it, so I'm okay to talk about it. It used to be a real sensitive spot, but it's all good, man.
Right. Yeah, because I've watched the show, man. And the way it seemed, the way, to me personally, the way it seemed is like they had you as this freaking psycho. You know what I'm saying? Like you was just doing some random stuff, bro, Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It looked random, like I was just wilding.
Yeah. Like this dude.
I'm about to just bug out.
Right. So that's the way it looked. Yeah. But deep inside, I'm like, nah, man. You know what, dude? I don't think dudes like that,
And it's that insight. That a couple 100,000 people, I would at least say, have, and I think that's the only thing that is able to, I guess, keep me going, or in this industry. Right. You know what I mean? Is the fact that people just didn't quite believe. It just didn't make sense to them, and they didn't quite believe what they saw.
Nah, it really didn't make sense.
And of course, they did what they had to do to paint the angry, crazy black man. You know what I mean? I never once showed up anywhere I wasn't supposed to be. I was always invited multiple times by, production, my ex-girlfriend or whoever. I've been begged to show up and film scenes that I was told were going to go one way, and they always went a different way. It was already planned out like that, you know what I mean? So they would take bits and pieces of different situations that happened,
right,
or just flat out lie. On a few occasions, just flat out lie. It was, of course, it was authorized by my ex-girlfriend.
Right. Now, you know what? Certain scenes, it looked like you wanted to say something, but the cameras was there. It looked like something was on your mind, like you just wanted to just say something.
I heard that before. A few people were like, yo, it looks like you're trying to say something. And I'm like, to be honest with y'all, I probably did say it. It probably got taken out.
Right.
You see in my face, it's like this person is trying to convey something, or this person has already conveyed something. I probably said the thing that needed to be said. They'll just take it out. You know what I mean? Right. So when I say, you called me over here, or when I said when she planned a birthday party for me when she knew I would be out of town, so that it purposely looked like I wouldn't be there.
Right. Yeah.
To me, I would say those things on camera. I would say, well, sweetie, you lied because, A, B, C, and D, and they'll just take it out. You know what I mean? So I think those things that you probably thought I was trying to say, they got said.
But it was just editing.
The editing is a monster. Well, it could be your best friend or your worst friend.
Right. Now,
worst enemy.
You know what? Another question I have. Is reality TV actually reality?
That's an awesome question. I answer it the same every time. Every time somebody asks me, is that real? I get girls that still run up on me. Yeah. People run up on me like, yo, bro, for real, is that real? I say, listen, it's like this. So remember when you were young and you were play fighting with one of your cousins or one of your friends or your brother or your sister? And they go, yeah, I said that you guys were playing and your parents told you to stop. And you went, well, no, we only playing. And they go, well, just stop. And then 2 minutes later, y'all fighting for real.
Got it. Yeah.
And your parents like, see, we told y'all to stop. And they're like, well, no, he slapped me in my face too hard. Or you don't really remember where it went from playing to serious. That's my answer. It starts off like, okay, we're going to set these scenes up. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. My relationship was absolutely real. I'm not saying that. I don't want to get that misunderstood. Okay. But, there's different things. Small things are staged, like, we're going to, go to this restaurant or meet at the park or something like that. But, when the drama starts, man, that's real. It gets really real. So I would say, yeah, it's real. Okay. It's real because it gets really real.
You know why? Because I've heard in some cases where producers would set up certain situations just to get a negative reaction out of certain cast members. I'm not saying that happened on the Housewives, but I've heard,
Yeah. Well, I was certainly a victim of that. Yeah, I was certainly a victim of that myself personally. However, with the ladies, from my knowledge and conversations with other people that are close to the show and, in that industry, the way that the Atlanta Housewives was, they were so volatile, I guess, on their own. That the producers really, all you gotta do is turn the camera on and stand back. The ladies will get it cracking. You know what I mean? But that's somewhat true in reality in general. That the producers have to push it. Sometimes get things going. Yeah. But it's TV. So there has to be that element. But those ladies got enough longevity that they get it cracking on their own.
Right. Now, if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Matt Jordan from Atlanta Housewives. Now, what are some of the pros and cons of being on that show?
Wow, that's another awesome question. Yo, the pros, like the love that I get, the love that I get just from the general people, like, some lady just walking up and giving me a hug and just telling me, oh my gosh, I like you so much. Yeah. I like your energy. I like your aura. Running into brothers like yourself and, just brothers being supportive. You know what I mean? Black men like, yo, bro, keep doing your thing, man. Keep your head up, bro. Like, we with you. The perks at, bars, restaurants and clubs. And, I get free stuff every now and then. Somebody, they just look out like, oh, I recognize you. Yo, come on. It's love. The cons, truthfully, man, the worst part is when I see a real gorgeous girl and I'm like, oh man, I gotta talk to her.
I know where you're going.
You know where I'm going. Yeah, man, that's the worst. I can't lie, man. That sometimes make me regret it because I feel like I missed out on a few decent decent girls since I made that decision to go on there. If I pull up on this girl and I'm like, hey, how are you? You know what I mean? I like to tell you. She like, wait, I recognize you from somewhere. And I'm like, yeah. You know, I'm tiptoeing around it. And they're like, no, I know you from somewhere. Then I just tell them and they like, oh,
yeah, that guy, right?
Yeah, oh, you're him. And then, you know, I got to answer a few questions, and then sometimes it just doesn't it doesn't go right. You know, they're like, oh, are you crazy?
Yeah.
I've gotten asked that flat out, you know, and they're like, are you crazy? Or did you really do this or do that? And I'm like, well, no, you know, I don't even think my ex-girlfriend said that I did that. It's you guys just took a story and ran with it. There were a few things that I've been accused of that not even my ex-girlfriend said, you know what I mean? It's just that the dating, it's a little rough, you know, for that dimension of it, as well as I get women that try to pretend that they don't know who I am.
Yeah.
And that's a little bit annoying too. Not saying I'm anybody of any massive consequence, but they'll sit there and play like they don't know. And then randomly one day they'll go, oh, wait, I just realized, or my friend told me. And I'm like, sweetie, you already knew what time it was. Yeah. You know what I mean? They just try to play like it's not of importance to them. So dating sometimes is rough, but, you know, I move through that easy. It's all good.
Yeah. Now, as far as being on the show, if you can do it all over again, what would you do different?
Wow, you dropping bombs. These some great questions. I would have. I broke up with my ex-girlfriend 4 times during the last season. Season 9, when you guys always saw volatile scenes and a bunch of craziness, it was always because I was talked into coming back. I was, you know, either by producers or by her, you know, telling me, Matt, I thought we were going to get married by the end of this season. You know, Matt, I thought we were going to be together. And then those are things that I wanted. I wanted that in real life. You know what I mean? And, I would run towards the situation like, okay, you know, I just shoot this scene. I get my girl, you know what I mean? Do these scenes, you know, happy ending. I get my queen. I get my wife. What I would do differently was I would have just walked away, early on in the beginning, when I first saw that she didn't no longer care about my personal well-being. I don't know if how well you follow it, but I remember we got into a dispute in Mexico because she had lied about her pregnancy to me.
I saw that. She
was actually that when I was really upset. Nothing happened. We had an argument, and there was some other guy or something was texting her phone or about doctor's appointments, and I knew nothing about when, you know, I had been told that I was going to be the father of her child. But I say all that to say, when we got back, she just ran to the media, TMZ and everybody else, to get this bad story out about me, and then begged me to not, you know, say anything in response on social media, to just wait to film it. And then I said, okay, Matt, this is really just about television and a good storyline for her. Yeah, and that rocked me, and I didn't want to believe that. You know how when you in love, you explain stuff away for people. Yeah. You like, oh, they only did this because of this, and I just kept putting it off. You know what I mean? Thinking that the light at the end of the tunnel. So, I'm sorry, but just to answer the question, when I realized that, I should have just left. Then I should have stopped filming altogether. Like I had stopped, and then, you know, like I said, they talked me back into it, say all the good things, and then I come back. I should have just left. I shouldn't have kept going. I should not have went to Charlotte when they begged me. I should not have went to the housewarming party when they begged me. I shouldn't have came to the house the one day when I was sitting in my truck when she begged me. I should have just walked off early on, so then there would be nobody for her to point the finger at and say, he's crazy, you know, because there was a guy on there before me. Season 8, there was a white guy she was dating. He just disappeared. He took off. I saw
that too. You never heard from the guy again. Actually.
Never have. He disappeared.
Yeah.
He did what I should have did.
Yeah, they made. There was a few
guys that were they grown men. You know, I was young. You know, I mean, inexperienced. I don't mean young like all the way, like just inexperienced. So at 30 years old now, let me get a girl that start acting like that. I'm gonna disappear. That's it. I'm just saying that's it. So yeah, there was a guy, white guy, and there's another guy. They just stopped it. They took all that one dude took his social media off and everything. Yeah, I'm a grown man. I'd have been through it now. You start cutting up, I'm out. That's it. Ain't gonna be no story. Ain't gonna be nothing to talk about. I'm not gonna give y'all nothing. I'm not gonna act out. I ain't gonna break nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just out. That's it. So yeah, I would have just stopped early on. I would have stopped. I just, just deleted the social media, changed the phone number,
and that would have been it.
That'd have been that. I'd have said what up when I saw her in the gym.
Yeah. Now, would you do reality TV again?
Yo, that's crazy. I was so vexed the last 7-8 months, man. They lied so much on me. They slandered so much on me, and then I got quiet. I got low because I told you I moved to Cali, right? I live in LA now.
Yeah.
So I moved, and I'm out here hustling, bro. I'm getting it. I'm winning. I'm good. When I get quiet, they start making stories up, and they just started lying about me because I feel like there's this when he's not next to this. When a brother, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. When a brother is not standing directly beside a black woman, and me because of my relationship with that black woman, that I can't stand up on my own. I can't thrive. I can't win. So I got quiet, and I just went into just hustling, just getting my life to where I wanted to be. And out of nowhere, they start talking about some crazy allegations that I don't even want to mention, but I'm sure you saw them.
Yeah.
They start saying crazy stuff, and I'm like, where's this coming from? Like, who can we point at somebody? Like, point at a social media profile or something, police reports. They started going harder because I've not been, talking.
And I was going to say that. Yeah, I was going to say that. You've been quiet on social media for a while. So I was going to say, what have you been up to, man? What's next for Matt Jordan, man? Because I know, you and I actually talked about some things about doing a party tour. So that's definitely going to be in the works. But I know you got something under your sleeve, brother.
I got a few things under my sleeve. I'm sorry, I'm long-winded with the question.
No, but, that's good. That's good.
I would absolutely, like I said, I was quiet because I was vexed. I was feeling some kind of way because the attacks was just too much. Even when I wasn't doing nothing, they just kept attacking and just lying, flat out lying, bro. That's all I could tell. They was lying.
Right.
I was like, yo, never again. I'm not messing with that platform. But as I calmed down and I took the emotion out of the situation, yo, bro, I know all of the wrong things to do in reality TV, all of them. I made a bunch of mistakes. The world knows me. I'm at least infamous.
Right.
Not the world, 4.2 million some odd people. I'm here. I would absolutely do reality TV again. I'm working on something else. I can't get into too many details about it. It's not a solid thing yet. But I'm working. Yeah, absolutely. I'm here now, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you might as well, right?
Yep.
You here? You done took the hits.
You
know what it feels like. Why quit now? So yeah, I'm here. I'm down for reality TV, whichever way they want to do it. They just gotta cut that check this time, man.
And
we gotta secure that bag first.
Exactly. All of the do's and don'ts. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So you know what? Your ideal reality show, right? What would that be for you? Like, what would you want to do? What would you want your show to be about?
I would want it to be just following me through my life, my daily events. You know what I mean? My business ventures that I'm working on now, my personal life with my family, and my personal life, relationship-wise. That'd be dope.
Right. And I'm pretty sure the ladies want to know, are you involved with anyone right now?
No, not at all, man. I've been so engaged in my business and what I have going on. I haven't really locked in like that. I haven't seen nothing that really just knocks my socks off. I like them, I like them a certain way.
Right.
I'm real particular. But, they got a few ladies out here in LA, but I like sophistication and class and the real good looks. It is hard to find hyper beautiful, real beautiful with the body you like. Plus, the intelligence level, if that's the case, any one of them little Instagram girls would do. But I need something upstairs. You know what I mean? I need a bit of
need the full
intellect.
Package. You need that full package.
I need the full package. Brains, man. I feel like I deserve that. Word. Yeah. So, I'm single, man. I'm just working. I made a grip off that Bitcoin though, man. I told you about that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I got my hand all in the cryptocurrency. I've been studying it for a while. So, real estate, on my second house. It took me forever to get back up, but I'm on my second house. Real estate was always a passion of mine.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm still personal training. So if anybody want to pull up, it's gonna cost you. But I train.
That's what it is, man. We gotta link up real soon, brother. We definitely gotta link up.
Yeah, yo, we gotta get these parties together, man. Like that's another one I put my hand in, man. I invested in parties. The turnaround on those, man.
Oh, yo, we gonna do it, man. When we do it, we gonna do it real big. So we definitely gotta talk about that. You know what I mean? We definitely gotta talk about that. But man, it was a pleasure having you call, man. This is home for you, bro. Just call anytime you want to let something off your chest. Just hit me up.
Definitely. Don't tell me that. Yeah. Don't tell me that. I'm gonna be talking about eggs.
Yeah, I don't care if it's 4 a.m. Be like, yo, it's too hot outside. I don't care what it
is. It is. It's California sunshine, man. I love it.
Yo, I gotta get back out that way, man. I'm gonna come out there and check you, man, real soon, bro.
Word, definitely, brother. Pull up. I'm here.
All right. Hey, thanks for calling.
All right, brother. No doubt. Peace.